Here, we're going to just kind of walk through the workflow of how the tool is set up to be used, so you can get an orientation and get a feel for it yourself. So the first thing we want to do, this tool is built around the idea that you're going to put a pin somewhere in the map and then be able to see what the sales tax as well as property tax and demographic environments are within certain drive times from around that area. So to start with, I'm going to pick near downtown Redwood City. I just click, it drops a point in the map. You can see it's given me the address, 512 Chestnut Street. So I've selected number 2 here. I've already got drive time as the default because I'm interested in drive times from that point as I'm analyzing what's happening in my economy around that helps make this a good, a better or a worse option for somebody to locate a restaurant or something, for example. So I'm going to say current time of day. You can also pick a particular time of day for departure time. That way you can adjust for different traffic patterns if you'd like. And then you can pick 3 areas of selection. They're defaulted to 5, 10, and 15. I'm going to leave them there, but you could put 30, 45, an hour, whatever works. So first thing we'll do is calculate the radii around this point. So we'll click that button. And we've now got some radius indicators, dark to light. It's kind of hard to see the light in there, but there you go. So you can see that's the 5 minutes, a little bit darker is the 10 minutes, and then darker still is the 15-minute radii. And we can come down here and get our next layer of information from that point. So I'm going to go ahead and say in this case that I want to see all businesses, but you could select retail trade or something like that. And if you selected retail trade, then you can look at the industries within that sector. So these are NAICS-based sectors, so you could look at other motor vehicle dealers, for example. For the sake of the demo, I'm not going to select any, and I'm going to hit Run Analysis, and that will do a couple of things while that's running. It takes just a moment to run. It's going to return information for me about, here at the top, I've got some convenient infographics. What's the population of that whole area? That whole area's population is 236,000, so that's the widest extent, 15-minute drive time. Then I've got the total tax, which is 5.27 billion. That's property tax and sales tax combined. And then I've got the total tax per capita, which is 22 that's $223,000. No, I'm sorry. I was right the first time. It's $22.31 thousand per capita within that area. So giving you a sense of how productive the area is given its population size. Now, we can scroll down the page and we can look at our results. They're summarized again at the industry level. So I could look and say, okay, retail trade was 538, and then that's further broken down here. I can scroll down and say clothing stores, sporting goods, and this is sample data, so some of this won't match up properly yet, but you get the picture. I can also collapse this data and go directly down to some infographics on the population count, the population density, and again, you'll see here at the top I can select, am I interested in the 5 or the 10 minutes or the 15, which of my 3 radii, right? So if I click a different one, it gets highlighted. We've got a little animation built in there. We've got population density, people per square mile. We have median household income. So within the 5-minute range, that's 66,000 is the median household income. But as you start to get farther away from that downtown area, it nearly doubles within another 10-minute drive. Again, telling you, I've got a median household income of 132,000 within the 15-minute drive radius. I could support some more upscale locations, right? Crime index also indicated here The crime is somewhat higher in the immediate vicinity that I've picked, and then drops about 20 percentage points when you go out to 10 or 15 minutes from that area. You can also look at the top 5 industries. Got a little bit of animation there as they pop out. Okay. These are the top 5 by NAICS codes within the full 15-minute radii. If you want to look at a little bit more, you can click down here at the bottom, it says View More, and you'll be able to look at all of the sectors that show up in that radii and the number of employees employed in those sectors as well. If you switch back, you'll see another little animation we've added to the charts. Now, I'm going to go back and expand the results because let's say a customer says, well, that's great, that's good high-level stuff, but I want to know in electronics and appliance stores, I want to really be able to drill down in my data to who are the sales tax payers specifically. And so you can click here on business sales tax data. Again, 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's filtered by that. At the moment, it's based on the current quarter, so it gives you a current snapshot of how much they have paid in the current quarter, which is second quarter 2019. You can expand that out to 10 minutes, and you'll see you get some different businesses in there. So you can get the actual business information here. And then property tax, similar structure. Select your drive times, and you can see who the net assesseds are. You can filter by clicking, or sort, excuse me, by clicking. You might want to see who has the largest exemptions, right? Trestle Glen Associates in Redwood City. So that's the basic feature set. Again, hope you enjoy exploring this tool yourself, and look forward to your questions and some future development on this as well. Coming up in the near future is going to be the ability to export those tables of the business and industry and property tax data, and then potentially expanding the ability to, instead of just dropping a point, to be able to draw a polygon on the map and have that polygon be the selector instead of the radii here. So those are some coming soon features here. Okay, thank you very much for your time. I'll talk to you soon.